Hey, this is Nev Lapwood, snowboardaddiction.com. The video you're about to watch is one of our old tutorials. It's been updated, so here's the old version for free. Check out our new updated content at snowboardaddiction.com. Yo, this is Nev Lapwood, snowboardaddiction.com. You're checking out the 50/50s video lesson. During this tutorial, I've been assisted by one of the best snowboard addiction students, Dan Gersner, aka Big Dan. We're going to start with the basics of 50/50s for beginners, although this lesson also covers more advanced aspects, such as ollieing on from both the frontside and backside directions, and sticking 180s off the end. The most important aspect of a 50/50 is being in control of your body position while hitting the features. Have a look at our position here. Flexed at the knees, back up straight. Body weight centered over the board. Head up and looking in our direction of travel. Try not to look down at your board. The most important aspect is to keep your whole body in perfect alignment with your board. Notice how our arms, shoulders, hips, and knees are all lined up in the same direction as our boards. This is crucial for balance while doing 50/50s, and every other trick builds from here. I call this body position the solid riding stance. If it's your first time, start off by getting the feeling of riding with a completely flat base on the snow, using absolutely no edge. This is very similar to how it will feel when on a box. Do this several times on a gentle slope and get the feel for the balance using the solid riding stance. The next step is to add some target practice. Draw a box in the snow, line it up, drop in, and 50/50 it. Imagine it's really a box. Try to make it as real as possible because the actual trick is exactly the same feeling. Another way to practice is to grab an object such as a piece of bamboo from the side of the run. This is now your rail. Lay it out, line it up, drop in, and bang it out. Do these target practice exercises until you can comfortably see yourself making the whole feature every time. Once you're ready for the park, find the smallest, safest feature available. Usually a flat, wide box, low to the ground that has a ride-on like this one. Find a spot where you can drop straight with a flat base. Avoid doing speed checks. As you hit the box, keep riding straight. Remember to hold your solid riding stance. Keep your knees flexed and don't use any edge. Right off the end of the feature, regain control on the snow and safely come to a stop. Once your initial try is complete, your confidence will jump. Get straight back up and bang out another. You'll now have the feeling of your base sliding flat across a feature, and you'll quickly be able to advance onto larger obstacles. Rails like this one are thinner and require slightly better target practice. Always look to the end or past the end of the feature. This will help to make the whole length every time. Your solid riding stance should always be at a 90-degree angle out from the feature. It's okay to be standing upright when sliding a flat feature. However, if the feature is a down box or a down rail like this, then your body position needs to be rotated to the same angle as the feature to remain in balance. This also applies to kinked features. The angle of your body position needs to be adjusted to the feature while performing the trick. Curved features such as rainbow rails, sea boxes, and dragon boxes add another degree of difficulty as they are constantly changing in angle. Your solid riding stance needs to be in balance with reference to the feature at all times to remain in control. Become a master of your stance and you'll become a master of all park features and tricks. As you start to hit bigger rails and boxes, they may require an ollie-on from the side, like skateboard. There are two directions. A frontside 50-50 is where the feature is in front of your body as you ollie-on, like this. Frontside tends to be the easier direction, so try it first. A backside 50-50 is where the feature is behind you as you approach, like this. It helps to practice on something like a bamboo stick first. Approach at a slight angle, approximately 20 to 30 degrees, because you're going to ollie on from the side. Do a small controlled ollie, straighten the board and gently land on the rail with equal weight on both feet. As you become accustomed to frontside and backside 50-50s, you will begin to land with your board slightly angled against the feature to stop you from going off the opposite side, and then flattening your base to slide the whole distance. The angle of the base against the feature is very subtle. From here, it's the same as any other 50-50. Keep your base flat, hold the solid riding stance, and look past the end. Make sure you learn to approach from both the frontside and backside directions, because many advanced tricks will branch out from here. Once you've got your basic 50-50s on lock, a simple way to make them look rad is to slap a 180 off the end. You now have to adjust your solid riding stance while on the feature. Frontside 180 out, notice how when doing the 50-50, the upper body begins to open up and rotate around the nose of your board, while our lower body stays locked into the 50-50 position. At the end of the feature, our body position is spring-loaded and the lower body quickly 180s. A backside 180 off the feature is slightly more tricky because we rotate blind. The exact same technique is employed. While 50-50, the upper body now rotates towards the tail of the board, while keeping the lower body locked into the 50-50. Your landing will go out of view like doing a back one. This will spring load your body so you can slap a back one off the end. Spot the landing blind, then once you have control you can resume looking into your new direction of travel. You can step 50-50s up even more by 180ing on or changing up to a switch 50-50 while halfway across the feature. Whatever trick you want to try is now a variation of the solid riding stance, using your upper body to determine lower body rotation. Play around with it. This is Nev Lapwood with Big Dan. You're checking out snowboardaddiction.com. Have fun. If you like this vid, you'll love our updated content. Check it out at snowboardaddiction.com.